All right, a beautiful sunshiny day. It should be a perfect day to fly, if not for the hurricane force winds we seem to be encountering. I don't care. I'm going to fly the Pavo today. See how far I can get in this insane weather. All right, I think the winds actually picked up even higher. It's fine. This is an open area. As long as I stay out of the street, none of the trees are too high. As long as I don't run up on somebody's roof, I shouldn't have any problem getting my drone back if it crashes. So let's get this baby in the air. Oh, yeah, that is a lot of wind. The Pavo does have a pretty good amount of power if I'm moving into the wind. The sideways gusts are making this really, really hard to control. I mean, once I get going in the straightaway, I can kind of plow through the wind, but ooh, yeah, I'm feeling it pretty. Whoa, getting off the edge there. I'm feeling it pretty hard. Just kind of stay away from the buildings, stay away from the street. It should be relatively safe flying around here. I'm not too sure why there isn't anybody parked out here today. It's not a holiday as far as I know, but that's good for me because I didn't know any other places that were open. Ooh, yeah, I gotta. I'm doing a lot of dives just because I know I can keep it straight through the dive. Oh, it's coming out of the dive when I stop applying so much throttle that the wind starts to really grip a hold of it and start tossing it around. Okay, yeah, even it out. Maybe I should just land it. Okay, come on, slow. Crud. Okay, it's fine. It survived just fine. As long as it don't wind up in the street. Okay, you know what? I'm busting out the Avata. The Avata can handle some serious wind. Let's see how well I can take on this area. A little bit more power. Yeah, the Avata's still getting hammered too, but now I have way more control. All the onboard electronics help to hold it together. I didn't include the goggle footage, but it's shaky. It's definitely getting shaked around a bit. But at least I can keep reasonably straight lines with this. And I don't have to get it too far off the ground to make sure it stays straight. Oh, this is a terrible idea, but let's do it. I've always wanted to gap this. Every time I come here, the barn's in use, though. So this is the only time I've come here when the barn wasn't in use. Okay, I'm gonna put myself at risk. I mean, I can't get in there if it flops, but okay, it's fine. If it falls in there and flops, I don't know if I can get over that fence. Okay, I don't know if I can get over that fence and not trigger the alarm. I'm pretty sure I can get over that fence. All right, let me stick to a little more tamer flight in a place where I can actually get this thing back. The big honkin' silo. That is just decoration. That is not hooked up to anything. Too bad. It looks really cool. Of course, if it was in operation, you'd probably have to clean it. It doesn't look easy to clean. The Avata does a marvelous job fighting these winds. Even so, I mean, even with this stabilized footage, you can see it wobble. It's getting attacked. Maybe if I find a place that isn't so wide open, maybe the winds won't be able to hit it so hard. They want to bring it down and find another place to fly. Maybe the winds will calm down a bit while I'm walking. Knocked over my camera. All right, I'm going to head for probably Emerson Park. Seems like a safe bet. At least there's a lot of wide open grassy areas. Of course, if I find any other interesting place to fly. Okay, this is a terrible idea, but I've seen this spot a couple of times. I really just want to I want to go up and down these hallways just once. This is kind of hard because there's some foot traffic here. It seemed relatively empty when I sat down. The second I sat down, people started to appear like Like that guy talking about stocks was kind of weird. All right, just one straightaway. Oh, oh shit. Nope. People, bail, bail, bail. Okay, old people, gotta get out of here. This is a terrible idea. I guess it's just sunny enough. All the old people are out. Swear to God, I saw so many gray hairs today. Not just the ones on my face. I mean, like, solid gray, head to toe. Let's go find another place. Oh, I really want to fly down some of these areas. They have like the perfect geometry for like straight shots. But I think right now, probably best to head for Emerson because I don't think there's anybody there. There's a few people using the bicycle path and stuff. For the most part, that's pretty abandoned. I don't see any sign of any teenagers or anything. I would doubt there would be anybody in their right mind because the wind is so cold. Like in the sun, it's warm, but that wind hits you, and the wind hits you hard because it's like, it must be up to 40 miles an hour. I really like to do some more, close proximity gaps. It's my favorite way to fly, right close to the ground, but I gotta be careful. That wind is harsh. When the wind calms down, I'm going to explore this area back over here, because this is pretty cool. It's a lot of scraggle, but I think I could negotiate a bunch of it. Not in this wind, though. Oh my God. Creek is just, I swear to God, most of the year, that creek is empty, bone dry. It's got white water, man. All right, let's get squeak my way through here. Ooh, geez, there's a bit more scraggle than I gave it credit for. Still, if the wind calms down a bit, I want to go through some of those trees. Maybe I'll just rip it around here in a relatively safe area. Gotta keep an eye out, though. I have seen a couple of people pass by, so I might want to occasionally, obey the traffic sign. I totally did not see that bicyclist. I just stopped at that sign because I thought it was funny. Good thing I did. Anyway, maybe I'll stay to the grass for a while. Bicyclists coming out of nowhere. Must like freezing their ass off in their incredibly tight pants. What is with bicyclists and incredibly tight pants? It's disturbing. It's a disturbing thing. Grown men should not be wearing things like that. A couple of orbits. And there's a little bit of windbreak towards the edges of the field. It's not quite as bad as that parking lot. It's still pretty heavy, though. I don't want to get too close to anything today. This is a bad day for proximity flying. Well, it's always a nice day to zip across grass. I mean, even a bad day flying beats a good day doing just about anything else. Some guys like fishing. I like to be in the air. It's the same thing. As long as I'm plowing forward, I can hold a pretty good line. It gets a little dodgy in the corners and stuff because then the wind has an opportunity to really grab a hold of me and start dragging me around. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's a couple of clouds over there. Thought for sure we have another storm from looking around yesterday, but I guess none of those clouds could put up with any of that wind. Oh, I gotta try coming over here just a little bit. I'm close enough the signal can actually reach. Oh man, this place is full of gaps. I might actually have to legitimately walk over here and try their patience a little bit, because there's a lot of interesting stuff over there to fly around. All right, coming back home. Well, a little back closer to me. I was getting a little bit of a signal drop over there. It's Probably not a great plan. You just be carefully check around. Don't see another bicyclist jump out at me. All right, let's see how the old towel drying rack is doing. Yeah, there's too much wind to try flying through it again, but ooh, little tree branches everywhere. This is like a serious danger zone for a quad. These little scraggly tree branches, all of them reaching out there, just dying to devour my quad. Not today, sir. It'll get me sooner or later. Hard to imagine it wouldn't. Trying not to dink up my Avata any more than it already has been. I did pay for DJI Care, so, you know. What the heck was that? I didn't even notice that when I flew over last time. Some crap on that seat. Alright, I think I've pressed my luck enough in this area. Probably should start moving on. Yeah, the wind is not letting up in the least. That was part of the weather forecast, is that the wind would chill out a bit. Drop from 17 to 12. When they say 17, you double that number at least. But nope. Wind's heavy as always. I still want to fly a bit more, though. Alright, I was eyeballing this as I was walking by and thinking to myself, you know what? There's a pretty good line on the opposite side of this fence that I did not pay attention to before. Ah, jeez. Blew crap in front of my camera. Right down here, there's a space between the fence and the bush. And I could skate down pretty far. Although this is a terrible day to be doing this because it is trying to suck me into that fence. It is trying real hard. I don't dare open this up on sports mode. I'm running on normal mode, half speed. Just try to hold on to it. It's not easy. Oh, you can see here, now I'm starting to have to fly slightly diagonal just to hold off the wind. But yeah, when the wind calms down, I'm going to come back and fly this one day. So there's a fence there, and there's a fence at the very end, which makes it a little bit more dangerous, but a little less on the tree side of things compared to the other side of the fence. I think it's a pretty good run. It's just not a great run for today. Nothing is a great run for today. This is a terrible day to be flying. Those blue skies tricked me into coming out. I should have just slept in. Oh, almost hit that fat guy. You know, I stopped coming over here when they put up the fence. I might be missing out. There's still a lot of nice stuff around here to fly around. And just a tiny hint of air conditioning. I do love me some air conditioning. Oh, Jesus, wind is still kicking my ass. Okay. This is getting to be a bit too much. No, don't land there. Come back over here. Okay, I think I've pressed my luck enough for today. Hopefully tomorrow the wind will calm down a bit. And if the wind does calm down a bit, I am busting out the Pavo and I'm going to drain all 4 packs. I really need to get back into acro flying. Gotta pull myself away from my love of the Avata. It's just too easy. Gotta need more challenge. Maybe tomorrow.